Good evening, everybody. So let me tell you something about this book, because I already have this book, and I've already read this book. And let's just straighten out this little section right here. It says this section, it says basically that the IRS can only levy, it says right here, that according to this, that the IRS can only make levy against government employees. So one must ask, what is a government employee? Do you notice how they just kind of single that thing out and they don't really tell you much else? And then, look, you'll see. So this is basically like a narcissistic approach to a problem. So when they say, hey, we're the IRS and we're going to put a lien on you, you can hold this little book up and say, oh, no, you can't, because it's right here. So that should tell you something. The book's wrong. Okay? It's right and it's wrong. It's overly exclusive, I think is a better opinion on this book. In other words, it shows you this much of this much and expects you to make this much of a decision based on this much. You see what it's trying to do here? You see the narrative it's talking about? Now, let me tell you something. If you're going to take tax advice from anybody, make sure they're certified to do it. Yeah. There's a lot of people waving around 1099As right now and telling people that they can go buy houses and things like that. I mean, they're waving them around like they're blank checks. And they're just lost in the sauce. And when I say that, I'm not trying to insult you. What I'm saying is that we get excited because we see the sparkle of things. We embrace the idea of coming up. I mean, come on, we've all heard the Jefferson song, Moving On Up, right? I mean, we embrace that. That's why it was such a popular show. Yeah. So, I get it. But here's the thing. Yeshua said there was different kinds of men. And different kinds of men will build their houses on different kinds of soil. And the one that builds their house on the rock is the truth. And there's one thing about truth is no matter how you look at it, it's still the same. When you look at something like this is looking at a piece of truth. But it's only true from one perspective. Because guess what your social security number makes you? It makes you a government employee. And the book doesn't tell you that. The book just keeps pumping your ego up and getting you all excited and telling you there's all this free stuff out there. And this David Robertson guy, he's not the football player. I mean, he's not the basketball player. He's somebody else. And here's what he's not. He's not authorized to give you tax advice. This right here is very, very dangerous. Okay? If you want to see criminal law applied, let's see some cases. No. Not those cases that you found. Let's see your story. Let's see these things in action. That's what we need to see. Is it too much to ask? I don't think so. This weekend I have a travel and driving class. First day, we're going to be talking about commercial and contract law apply. We're going to be talking about that. And we're going to be talking about giving the proper notices, setting yourself in a better place, okay? So that you can manage things a little better, okay? And then I'm going to teach you where our common law courts actually went. Do you know they're actually just right down the street? Most people don't even know it. I'm going to show you how to use those things effectively. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how to enforce them. Because on the second day, we're going to be talking about real cases. Yeah, real actual cases. Not some flickery book that showed up on a book stand somewhere. Nope. Real court cases. And whose court cases? Mine. Or ones that I've been involved with. We help a lot of folks out all over the country. We do it all the time. And with that, we're always involved in some kind of case somewhere. And we're always helping somebody somewhere. So these aren't going to be a bunch of old cases. This is stuff that usually just happens. Matter of fact, I just got a ticket the other day. And we're going to be talking about that on the 26th and 27th. If you guys are interested in learning how to do this properly and learning, follow somebody that's done it and has fruits, not a book. Books are good. I'm not saying that they're bad, but performance. Huh? You can have the best book in the world on how to build an engine, but until that engine performs, it's just a book. Schedule an interview with me today. I'd love to meet with you. It's something that I require for anybody that wants to take the class. Ask me all the questions you want. We're talking about driver's licenses. We're going to talk about bonds. We're going to talk about administrative claims. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. Why? Because I've actually done it.